It all started with the idea of incorporating some of the pumpkin I'd had with last night's dinner into a pizza. This required picking another pumpkin. I was to discover I wasn't the only one in the garden. Ouch. Something bit me.
What?
Something bit me.
Bit you?
I was able to ignore my life-threatening injury and carry on. At this point in time, I only had a starting point. The fresh Japanese pumpkin out of my garden. I had no idea what the final pizza was going to be.
You got pumpkins.
I got pumpkins. So we're gonna do it again. Alright, so last night I made a pumpkin puree at home with some Dijon mustard through it. Beautiful, nice and creamy, and had a little bit of zip to it. So that's what I want to do with the sauce here, is just use that as base sauce. It'll have that nice bright orange color. I don't know what to put on top of it yet though. Any ideas?
What about figs?
Yeah.
So I've got some beautiful figs here. I'm just going to cut in half, marinate up with some balsamic vinegar, and then we will throw them through the oven. Throw them through the oven. What I was looking for.
Yeah.
I think I start at the beginning.
Yes.
Yep.
So I've got some beautiful figs here that we're just going to cut in half and then marinate in some balsamic vinegar, and then we will just caramelise them, and then we'll see how they go in the pizza.
I've got the pumpkin cut up here. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, pepper, and olive oil, lay them out of the baking trays, and run them through the oven. And once they're soft, we'll puree it.
Should I have gloves on? Because I'm going to have to get in there.
You told me to record and you're not. Come on.
Sauce.
Alright, you ready? Okay, I'm ready. Alright, figs, they're all done. Now I'm just going to add some balsamic vinegar to them. I'll give them a nice little toss around, and then we will marinate them for about 6 hours. Oh, and you mix it.
Nice one.
Can you edit that out?
No, we'll leave that in there. People
Thanks.
love that.
Awesome.
Okay, good noise here in here now, but pumpkin's all roasted up. I'm just putting it through the food processor. Puree it, some nice smooth consistency, and then we've got some here. Got some here, which we're going to add the Dijon mustard to. Just make a nice smooth paste. I'm going to fold through some fresh thyme leaves, fresh out of my garden. And there's my foam again.
So these have been marinating for 6 hours now. I've put them in a pan, put them flesh side down, just turn them over, add a little bit of butter, add a little extra flavour, and almost ready to come off.
Okay, so we have our roasted pumpkin and Dijon we'll use as a base sauce. Now at this point we're a little uncertain as to how it all should go together. So I'm actually going to try a couple different things at once. One thing we know for certain is that this is going on the base. We decided on some fresh ricotta to help cut through the sweetness of the pumpkin and the fig, and just give it a little bit of lift. We've mixed a little bit of fresh lemon juice, fresh lemon zest, and a bit of freshly ground pepper. Now, I'm not sure exactly whether we should be cooking this with the figs on it, with the ricotta on it, or whether we should be adding some of it afterwards, after the baking process. So what I'm going to do here is set it up so we're trying a few different things all at one time on this pizza before we actually make a decision. Stick this in the oven and see what happens. Well, I think it needs something a little bit more. What do you think? Let's at least see what the flavor's like. This is, I think it'd probably do good to do the, to bake the ricotta and everything all together. That's looking all right.
Go on.
We bake it all together,
Yeah.
so we don't have to put it on afterwards. I think it's still look good. Dripping. Try it.
Talk to me in the camera. Oh,
It is on.
tasty.
So we'll change the presentation a little bit on that. Then it just needs that little extra something. Hold on a second.
Am I supposed to follow him? No, just film me eating.
Could do with a little more balsamic.
Yeah. Actually, maybe also a fig reduction. Bit of fresh rocket. I cut these pieces all wrong. Yeah. Another drizzle, that'll kill. That'll be good.
Yeah. So what we've got here is just some more balsamic and the figs, and we're going to reduce this down, and then we'll stick it in the blender and until it's nice and smooth. And then as the pizza comes out of the oven, we'll rock it and a drizzle of a fig and balsamic. Oh, piss off. Get here. He likes being on camera.
Sorry, was that you giggling, Chelsea?
No.
I'm here.
Wow. All right, so we're pretty happy with that, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. I think
I think it'll be good.
it's not quite going to look like that. We'll change it around a little bit, but the basics are there.